How Tom Cruise kept the final mission. Impossible film alive for 7 years through pandemic strikes New York. To make the last chapter in the long-running mission. Impossible spy franchise, star and producer. Tom Cruise had to keep the production alive through the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as 2 Hollywood strikes. 7 years later, he is finally able to unveil Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, the 8th film in a blockbuster series that began with 1996's Mission Impossible and has earned more than $4 billion, $5.2 billion at the global box office. Now showing in Singapore cinemas, the movie sees Cruise return as indefatigable spy Ethan Hunt, who must track down a rogue artificial intelligence known as the Entity. At the New York premiere on May 18th, the 62-year-old American actor thanked his collaborators, beginning with the film's director and co-writer Christopher McQuarrie, whom he calls MCQ, and who wrote and directed the last 4 movies in the series. The story is a culmination of the last 30 years of Mission Impossible, says Cruise, whose role as a hotshot fighter pilot in 1986's Top Gun first established him as an action star. And no one could have done what MCQ has done. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and the characters you created, he says to the American filmmaker, with whom he also collaborated on the sequel Top Gun, Maverick 2022, and science fiction blockbuster Edge of Tomorrow 2014. And what we've gone through, it's been 7 years since we started talking about it, and MCQ wanted to make 2 of them, Cruise recalls, referring to The Final Reckoning and the previous film, 2023's Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. During that time, we also made Top Gun, Maverick, and went through a pandemic and 2 strikes, and it was just all of us coming together to really will this thing into being. But to deliver this for everyone here is a great honor, and it's a privilege to be able to entertain you, he says. But McQuarrie chimes in and points out that there's one guy Tom Cruise can't thank, and that's Tom Cruise. He also acknowledges his co-stars, including English castmates
Every single day
Haley
it was just
Atwell
a
and
joy
Simon
to work
Pegg,
with you.
who reprised their roles as Hunt's teammates, and all our crew and craftsmen,
We're all here
many
because
of
of
whom
Tom,
worked on the previous
says the
chapters as
56-year-old,
well.
who won a Best
I love
Original
you guys.
Screenplay Oscar for crime thriller The Usual Suspects, 1995.
You know him for great acting and amazing stunts, but we're all here because of this man's hard work and his dedication.
Making. This was a 7-year process through some very difficult times for everybody in the industry, and we're here because he kept it alive. Cruise is keen for audiences to be in the cinema when they watch this final film, for which he once again does his own death-defying stunts, including walking out onto the wing of a flying biplane. I make movies for the big screen, and I don't want people to just watch the film. I want them to experience it and participate in cinema, says Cruise. And that's why I love going to the movie theaters. I love the popcorn and having a big screen experience with strangers, but we're all unified in this experience of watching a movie, he adds. To preserve the sanctity of that experience, he also made sure there were no spoilers in the marketing. We are not revealing what's in this film. Whatever you see in clips and trailers, I'm not showing anything, says Cruise. So when people sit down, they're going to be like, we did not give anything away. Mission Impossible. The Final Reckoning is showing in Singapore cinemas.
Text prompting viewers to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on this developing story.